at the Lagos Island Local Government Secretariat to witness the 40th day Fidau prayer of late Dr Tajudeen Kadri, who passed on the 5th of December 2021 and was buried according to the Islamic rites. And as always, EcoBlog is right here to provide you with a synopsis of this prayer section. Please come with us.
A good life is not about how long you've lived, but about how well you have lived. Mr. Tajudeen Kadri no doubt lived a good life, as family and friends have gathered 40 days after his death to pray for him and thank Allah for a life well spent on earth. The Lagos Island Local Government Secretariat, which was the venue for the prayer, was filled with people who are testimonials to the life Mr. Tajudeen lived.
He has been a very nice, very humble senior brother to us. It's unfortunate the death come very sudden because we didn't even expect him to die.
As guests arrived at the venue and just before the program started, we were able to talk to his wife and some close family friends who had some things to say.
A very good, dedicated husband. We were married for 42 years, but it happened. What can we say?
Amiable husband, good father, dedicated, highly committed, loyal to the family. I've been the wife's friend since 1970. I know they live in America and my children are in America, so I've been there to their house several times. I know him very well. He's a very good man. Gentle, loyal, like I said, and dedicated to the family.
Dr. Kadri is like a father to me because we live close to each other in the US, and I called him Daddy because he's a very respectful person, very funny, very enthusiastic, very always think positive. Never have negativity in his blood, I always say. He's a very good person, very open, and very giving. Very, very giving. He's ready to give anything to anybody. And that's why he's been missed so much. Because many people loves him.
Islamic clerics were in attendance to take charge of the day and lead the prayer. The program started with an opening prayer by one of the clerics.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. ولم يكن له ولي من الذل فكبره تكبيرا سبحان الله والحمد لله ولا اله الا الله الله اكبر الله اكبر ولا حول ولا قوه الا بالله العلي العظيم سبحان الله والحمد لله ولا اله الا الله الله اكبر الله اكبر ولا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله العلي العظيم سبحان الله والحمد لله ولا إله إلا الله الله أكبر الله أكبر ولا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله العلي العظيم الحمد لله الحمد لله الحمد لله رب العالمين.
All guests were welcomed warmly, and some special guests were introduced.
Without wasting so much time, the program will commence. òkúta àbáyé mo kí àbáwá alhaj Muhammad Tajudeen Kadri ọmọdéjà ní ọba náà pẹ̀lú náà àlékún ẹ̀mí gígùn àlàáfíà ara wọ́n ṣàbà àyàndé fún yín ọlọ́run.
The clerics didn't waste time in starting the prayer session. They took turns to pray and offer praises to Allah.
Báwa Tajudeen Kadri torí wọn láti wá bí ọlọ́pàá ṣàbá wa pa wọ́n lẹ́rú ọlọ́pàá ṣàforí ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ wọn jì wọ́n ọlọ́pàá ṣàjọ́ wọ́n ṣàbá ṣàánú wọn o wọ́n ṣàbá mójúkò nínú láì fi wọn wọn náà bismillahir rahmanir rahim lillahi ma fi samawati wa ma fi al-ard wa in tubidu ma fi anfusikum aw tukhfuhu yuhasibukum bihi Allah fayaghfiru liman yasha'u wa yu'adhibu man yasha'u wallahu ala kulli shay'in qadir. آمن الرسول بما أنزل إليه من ربه والمؤمنون كل آمن بالله وملائكته وكتبه ورسله لا نفرق بين أحد من رسله وقالوا سمعنا وأطعنا غفرانك ربنا وإليك المصير لا يكلف الله نفسا إلا وسعها لها ما كسبت وعليها ما اكتسبت ربنا لا تؤاخذنا إن نسينا أو أخطأنا ربنا ولا تحمل علينا إسرا كما حملته على الذين من قبلنا ربنا ولا تحملنا ما لا طاقة لنا به واعف عنا واغفر لنا وارحمنا أنت مولانا فانصرنا على القوم الكافرين ولا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله العلي العظيم.
Guests were not left out as the clerics charged them with a lecture to encourage them to live better lives as individuals.
Ó kó wa jọ ní àárọ̀ yìí pẹ̀lú yí pé kò wá ká jókòó yìí àmọ́ torí pé àkọọ́lẹ̀ ti síwájú dandan ni kí á jókòó fún àwọn bàbá wa Tajudeen Kadri tọ́lọ́wọ́n bá ní kí ọjọ́ lọ́hùn nípe. Ìjókòó yìí ìjókòó Fidau ni ìjókòó kan léyìí tó ṣe pé afẹ́bí dírẹ̀bẹ̀ lọ́dọ̀ Ọlọ́run òun ni máa fi oríjì ẹ̀dá ọlọ́wọ́n ọba kó bá foríjì wọn kó bá foríjì wọn. Ìrìn àjò tí bàbá yìí rìn ó wà invisible. Èmi máa ń sọ ìrìn àjò kan ní ẹnì kọ̀ọ̀kan wá orí. Àmọ́ wọ́n ti pa fáìlì ẹ̀dẹ́ dáadáa kan aburú kan kò lè ṣe kí ni kò lè wọnú ẹ̀ mọ́ àfi tó ti ṣe é lẹ̀ fúnra rẹ̀.
The late Mr. Tajudeen's wife was addressed by the cleric as they encouraged her with words and prayer. They commended her efforts since the death of her husband.
Alájà Fatima, ẹ dìde dúró, wọn náà dìde dúró. Ẹgbẹ́ bá dìde. Ẹni tábí ọba tọ́ sí àṣefù. Ẹni tí kan yòókù bá ṣe sí tó bá tọ́ sí àní ṣefù àpàlẹ́ lọ́wọ́. Ọlọ́run ò ní fẹ́ fáyé mú. Ẹ̀yin kẹjọ yìí wọ́n bá ń sàmì fún un. Nítorí kan tẹ ṣe wá ní ibi yẹn pẹ̀lú àwọn àjẹ́ òun nìkan. Olùkọ́ sí pàǹpé ayé. Lẹ́yìn ikú ọkọ Ọlọ́run ní dáyẹ̀yẹ́ ẹlẹ́. Lẹ́yìn ikú ọkọ Ọlọ́run ní dáyẹ̀yẹ́ ẹlẹ́. Lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí Ájà Fatima lẹ́yìn ikú ọkọ Ọlọ́run ní dáyẹ̀yẹ́ ẹlẹ́. Àwọn ọmọ méjèèjì tọ́lọ̀ fún òní fẹ́ ìsúnkú wọn. Ilé ayé wọn á tó ẹ lọ́wọ́ lágbára náà. Bó bá tó ẹ lọ́wọ́ kò ní ju ẹ lẹ́nu. Nítorí pé èèyàn ní ẹ̀. I'm still repeating it. Gbogbo bó ṣe ń ṣe gbogbo ẹni mo gbọ́. You don't need to cry. Ẹnu ju yín. Ẹnu ju náà kí tó máa ṣàdúrà náà. Ẹ má sunkún. Nítorí pé èèyàn ní tẹ́wọ̀n ni mo ń sọ̀tà gbangba yìí. Gbogbo bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe ń ṣe làwọn ń gbọ́. Ẹ̀dá yóò tó ń ṣe kàlàyé tọ́mọ ibùdó àdàmọ̀ ń ṣàdúrà fún. Iṣẹ́ ọwọ́ ẹ̀ ló máa ṣépè fún. Ẹ̀dá yóò tó ń ṣe ìlàyé tọ́mọ ibùdó àdàmọ̀ ń ṣépè fún. Iṣẹ́ ọwọ́ ẹ̀ ló máa ṣàdúrà fún. Ájà Fatima ò ní mọ̀ nira. Tọmọtọmọ ò ní mọ̀ nira. Ọ̀ ní gbogbo wọlé nígbà tí gbàgbọ́ náà. Ìpadà sọ́hùn ò ní kó sí pọ́ńpẹ́ ayé.
nǹkan tí òun ṣe ti ayé òde ta fún ẹ ọlọ́àfà àgbà tí ń ṣàlàbí àmà tẹ́wọ́ ọmọ ṣàmì lọ́la àwọn bàbá ọlọ́àbísímì àti wọ́n àtọ́mọ́ nǹkan kò ní ṣe lábẹ́ ọlọ́run bàbá ọlọ́àbísímì láyé amáni rẹ̀ yìí wọ́pọ̀ wọlé ní ìṣọ́ṣọ́ ọjà máa ń wá dákàrọ̀ kúkà wẹ́mẹ́kọ̀ọ́lá ọ̀làlẹ́ ayé ẹ̀tù ẹ̀wù lẹ́ka nínú ìwúlẹ̀ ọ̀làṣà ọmọ yòókì kàrọ̀ kúkà bá kàrídà àlàyé tayẹtì mọ̀ fáwa wọ́n jẹ́ kẹ́kẹ́ àdọ́ọ̀lá àbáadá wọ́n jẹ́ kẹ́kẹ́ àìlà àjínà wọ́n yẹ tí mọ̀ fàlà tọ́jú ẹ̀ wọ́n mọ̀ ń ṣáìlẹ̀ fàlà tọ̀rí ẹ̀ wọ́n mọ̀ bí ní mọ̀tì ìwọ̀ kúkà báwọn ẹ wá bá nọ̀ká náà àti iná sí wọ́n tó bá mọ̀ máa ṣáájú ṣùgbọ́n wọ́n tó bá mọ̀ yá ìjọ ṣe fún tó bá ti mọ̀ máa ṣáájú because àwọn ẹgbẹ́ kristian wà ló wà ní wọ́n tó bá mọ̀ yẹ ká jọ ṣe fún ọlọ́run wọn ní pòpò ẹwà ní wàbá àdúgbò àdúgbò lẹ́yìn ikú ọkọ ọlọ́run ní dáyẹ ilẹ̀ ẹ̀dẹ̀ ẹ̀jẹ̀ àjọ ṣe fún bisimilayi amani rahim ìnà àtẹ ìnà àkàkọ̀ṣà kọ̀ṣàlì ní ọ̀rọ̀ kíkà ọ̀rọ̀ ní a ìnà ṣáàlì àkà wàlà àwòlà wàlà àgùnwọ́tà.
The program continued with recitation and prayers for his family and guests in attendance.
حسبنا الله ونعم الوكيل حسبنا الله ونعم الوكيل نعم المولى ونعم النصير نعم المولى ونعم النصير على نعم المولى ونعم النصير نعم المولى ونعم النصير.
After the prayer session, a reception was prepared for guests to be entertained with food and drinks. With a heavy heart, but thanks to Allah, his family members and friends had so much to say about the late Mr. Tajudeen Kadri.
My father, I loved him very, very much. We had a really close relationship. It just breaks my heart that this happened, but it's life, so it's something that we all have to deal with. But we have so many memories that we have together that I have to look forward to thinking about for the future. I'm just honored to the fact that I got to have him as my father. I know he loved me very much, and I loved him very much. And I hope that I could still fulfill all the dreams that he had.
He has been a very nice, very humble senior brother to us. It's unfortunate the death come very sudden because we didn't even expect him to die. I urge them to emulate what our senior brother has been doing. He has been a gentle, very careful person and a disciplinarian. And I urge the rest to follow his step.
Uncle Tajudeen Kadri was like an uncle to me. And he was actually the pioneer of the club I belong in Eko Club, New Jersey. He was the pioneer. He was our live president. You know, his death really, it was a great loss to us. But what can we do than to say thank you, Almighty God, for giving him, a life well spent.
Actually, it's irresistible or irreplaceable loss, but it's inevitable. So I just pray for them that God should grant them the fortitude to bear the irreversible loss.
There is no doubt that he loved Lagos State. There is no doubt that he was unapologetic about his passion and commitment to the advance of Lagos State. So everything that he did were part of the sermon given to us today when the Imam was admonished us to live a wonderful life, because what we do while we are alive is what will be discussed after long we are gone. That is what legacy is all about. Legacy is about living a good life so that when you die, when you're called to the world beyond, people will talk about you. And our life is like a diary where we also keep a chronicle of events that occurred in our life. So the chronicle, what we put together is what people will write about us. So our brother lived a wonderful life, a life that people will continue to talk about after long he had gone. And he also kept a good record of his own life. So that is what people will write about. So he lived a life of legacy. He left a wonderful legacy. And anytime I have an opportunity, I always let people know that, of course, death is inevitable. We're all going to die one day. So what is important is not how long you live, but how well you live. And living a life worthy of emulation. And that can be said about our brother. May his soul rest in peace. And it will be greatly missed. No doubt about that.
Dr. Tajudeen Kadri was really a brother for us. Apparently, he went to the same school with me in the secondary school. He was my senior. Then decided to make a further studies after secondary school in USA. He excelled very well and he was very brilliant in the school. He decided that he would live the rest of his life in US. But we thought that, what he meant by the rest of his life was that after finishing, he will work. Then after retirement, he will come back to Nigeria. Not knowing that what he said will come to the pass. And so, he died there. May his soul rest in perfect peace.
He's our big brother in the Eko Club International. He's a very humble, respectful guy. As a member of Eko Club International, he always listens to the members' needs and anything we want, he always listens to our needs. He is very social, like I said, very humble, and then everything about him is just unique. That's all I can tell you about him. So may God rest his soul. I would just advise the family to keep the faith and hope alive. We will come, we will go one day. And I just pray God to uphold the family, the children, and all of them.
The only thing I can say is to pray for him, for God to grant him a peace of mind in heaven, and to forgive all his sins, and for God to let him rest in peace. The advice I can give his family is for all of them to come together, and keep the legacy that Kadir left behind, for them to keep it up, and may God be with them. God will support them and give them the heart to bear the loss.
It was indeed a successful program, and our prayer is for Allah to be with the family he has left behind.
Life, they say, is like a journey. We have a point of embarkment and also a point of disembarkment. But the point of disembarkment is what we do not know. And we all pray that the Lord grant the late Dr. Kadri an eternal rest. This is EcoHotblog reporting. Kindly follow us across all of our social media platforms and don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Once again, I am Joy Udo. Thanks for watching.